Alright, so here we are in the good old rental car. Head to the PG Sportsplex. This is actually where we did like almost all our indoor races in high school. So we actually would have our like regionals here. You know, we're very close with the people here. But we're going there doing a meet and greet. To be honest, we do this usually for like all the cities that we've lived in or had a part of our like track career in. Everybody just has fun. So this is gonna be pretty fun, pretty standard for us. You know, just gonna get in, get out. This place would be like jam-packed with athletes. We all be trying to warm up in that little area behind those yellow fences. There'd be nowhere to go.
Which one's your favorite?
Shoot, that's a hard question. Cause I think it'd have to be Doha. Doha's probably my favorite. This is my first. I don't remember which one I put in the whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, this is my actual one. This is the actual one I want for the 200. Cause I put the other one for the 4x1 in my uniform, and I hung it up. So yeah, this is definitely my first hardest. Definitely one of the hardest ones I had to work for. I was living in Europe for 3 months, and I was so homesick. And my mom had to come over and, you know, basically get me through the last month because I was gonna go home, and it would have been like a lot of money to, you know, fly me back home and then out to Doha, where it would have been a cheap flight just to go straight from Europe to Doha. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm done. This isn't fun. And she's like, no, you gotta, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna bring, and she brought me like home cooked meals from like our family. And she brought like notes from everybody who was like trying to support me. And they're like, you can do it. You know, this is the storm, or this is the calm before the storm. She related it to when, you know, Jesus had to go into the wilderness and, you know, had to fast for a long time, and Lucifer was just trying to, you know, get him to quit his fast right before he, you know, went out and, you know, got crucified, but then got raised from the dead. And I was just like, you know, if Jesus can survive some fasting, I can do this. So this one was definitely one of the most hard fought for. This is my least favorite. But at the same time, it's the one that reminds me why I don't like losing. So in a way, it's my best motivator.
Perfect, thank you.
I see social media as a tool, especially as we go forward in the sport. If you are talking about sponsors, something that they definitely look at is your social media impact. And they're going to be like, okay, you run fast, and that's cool, so we're going to give you this amount of money. But if you run fast, and people like to see you, and they want to be on your social media, you now have access to, say, 100,000 people. It's 100,000 people that they don't have, that if they have you, they know they can get. So now you have become more marketable and more of value to that company.
You will get a bigger contract, most likely, if you're fast enough, the younger you are, because your contract will have time bonuses in it. So they'll say, this is your base salary. Now, if you run, I'm gonna make up some numbers, but since they run 200, they'll say, you're coming out of high school, you're coming out of college, you're running 20.0 up. Well, when you run 19.90, we'll give you a bonus, and hopefully you have a good agent, and the bonus will become a rollover, so it's added to your annual salary. Then when you run 19.85, we'll give you another bonus and another rollover. When you run 19.80, you get this. And the crazy thing about contracts that people don't know is if you don't finish in a certain percentage worldwide, you will definitely most likely get a reduction in your contract.
Ooh, your medal?
Medal, boy.
Sure, I remember I had a few of these too. You got first? What'd you get first in? The 400?
Big dog.
That's your older, baby.
Big dog race right there.
Hey, can I sign your medal? I can't sign your medal. All right. No problem, man.
Like
All right.
Really?
Tie my shirt.
That's one thing you
Adidas spikes.
Tell me a little bit about the event today. What was the purpose of this event?
The purpose of the event today was to empower our youth by encouraging them to continue with their physical wellness as well as making them aware about mental health awareness and just letting them know that basically we're people just like you. We came from the same communities that you grew up in. We ate the same food you grew up in. There's nothing special about us. But if we can inspire the next generation or inspire somebody else to be the absolute best that they were created to be, then we've achieved our goal.
What has track and field taught you about living your life? What has it given you?
To be honest, it's kind of the other way around. It's more my life and what I've learned in it is affected on the track. And the lessons that I learned from my mom especially, helped me to go out there and say, hey, track isn't everything. It's just what I'm good at and what I do, but that's not my life. My life is going to continue after track, and I'm going to apply both lessons from there and from my life onto what I do.
First down.
First down. Replay first down.
And Noah, can you give us a recap of what we just did here today?
Sure. Moving or stationary? Okay, yeah. So we just got done with the meet and greet today. These are all my brothers. You probably saw them all around in the video. It was pretty interesting. It's always pretty funny, pretty interesting. You get wild questions, fun interviews. And to be honest, it's just about making people, feel like they can do anything. So I think the goal was achieved here. I came back like this time last year after the Olympics, and I came and actually spoke for the class, and they were super excited about that. Like they basically filled out the whole auditorium. They were clapping and whatnot, and we did Q&As, some similar yesterday, but like on a bigger scale. At first I was like, these kids ain't gonna want to see me, like. They probably don't even remember who I am or care about what I do. But I have to remember that they literally had a watch party at our old high school in our auditorium. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe some people do remember know what I do.
What about like your old coach? You still in touch with him or anything?
Yeah, he's actually supposed to be here today. Sometimes he's hard to get a hold of though. But my mom said that she was able to get a hold of him, so he will be there. And I'm like, oh shoot. It's been a while. The last time I saw him was like a year and a half ago, so.
Yeah.
Congratulations, it's so good to see you. Oh, how exciting.
I got Well, you can talk about both. This is one of my older coaches. This is my high jump coach. All throughout high school. This is Mr. Trout. Mr. Trout used to give me free gear, even though I didn't have the money for it.
That's right. That's right.
So they was both helping me. But this is my. We're basically doing a docu-series, and so I mean, you guys have been part of my whole career, so it's only right that you guys have a little piece of it.
You're always right there.
Yeah, this is one of the pictures that we took.
Yeah, you're always right there.
Yeah. But but both these guys have had huge inspiration and always helped me. And he said he's gonna be here, so I don't know where he is. So Fat Man is was my sprints coach. He was like the coach that really was like, had us dying on the track. So we used to call him Fat Man. Not gonna lie, he was a fat man.
And I was the other fat man.
And he was the other fat man. But, I mean, from all the trips that we used to take, pin relays, we'd be driving the buses up there, dying outside in the pod meets and whatnot. But guys, those are some good trips. But I just wanted you guys to have some type of part in that because you guys were a part of my life.
Always will be.
I don't know if you hear from me or somebody else, but I'm glad you guys are here.
Shoot, you kidding me? Miss Keisha called me. You know I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, I was confident. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
We're gonna watch it.
All right, cool.
Mr. Noah Lyles.
Noah began winning titles and medaling at the Youth Olympic Games as a sophomore. In 2015, he added 2 state titles, a gold medal at the Pan Am Juniors, 2 gold medals at the U.S. Juniors, and a U.S. record in the 200 meters. The team has included a 120 gold medal, another national record, and a 4th place finish in the Olympic trials. And the 3rd fastest 200-meter time in history. And that time of 19.31 cemented his worldwide dominance in that event. Just like his brother, off the track, he co-founded the Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit created to enhance the mental and physical health and wellness of youth, and has donated over $100,000 in Adidas sports attire to local schools, including Alexandria City.
What happened to you?
It's working.
Oh my God! Look at this! Look at this! He got great! He got great!
Everybody has grade.
I mean, I got a few grades here and there, you know.
Look at them legs. Look at them legs.
Bro,
Look at them legs.
hang on. Do you have
Not.
The man is healed.
Don't come back because I don't eat
The man is healed.
crazy no more. I was hiding, man. Slim and slimmer.
Man,
Thank you.
damn, man, I can't get over it,
Is that where we're going? Oh, it's not where we're going. See, like I said, I have no idea where we're going. Hey,
You know, I wanted a Doberman.
You guys over here.
Okay. And didn't happen. I saw how much work it is to take care of a dog, and I said, I'm not doing that. And I know Noah wouldn't be any help.
Oh, okay, it's like yeah, so Gabe here has been hugely instrumental in helping us set up our nonprofit. To be honest, if he wasn't here, we wouldn't know what to do.
Teamwork.
Yeah, but he's known my mom since, how long have you known my mom?
Probably middle school.
Yeah, it's been a very long time. So he's known our family for decades. And I mean, just
Beautiful
very close
family.
here. Like his brother was also at the PG meet and greet that they had there. His brother's Dave, and he has a sister as well. And they've all been very helpful in just trying to get us set up into the nonprofit. Like,
I just cannot find the words to say how much this means to us, Mayor Wilson. And when I met yourself and Dawn in Oregon, I was so honored that you guys took the time out to come and support our sport of track and field at the World Championships. And this is my city. This is the city where I was born, Providence Hospital, where I grew up, went to elementary school, middle school, high school. I've worked for the DC government with the Department on Disability Services. So just to come back here and to be honored for the work and giving back to our community, it is so emotional. because when I look at the children in the DMV and especially in DC, and I see the little kids, that was me back then. So to be able to be standing here in a position such as this, it's very humbling. So I just want to say thank you for honoring us, and I'm not normally speechless, but this is a time where a lot of words escape me. So thank you very much.
This is a place where I feel safe that I can accept this award and, not have to feel that I'm out here trying to be big-headed, but, know that this community supports us and they want to have the same ideals that we are, that as we accept this resolution, we won't take it for granted and say, hey, this is the stopping point, but we plan to go even further, and I know that everybody here has that same mindset, and that's not only a blessing, but that's the goal, and it's generational things. And I told my mom a few days ago that she's like, I don't want to be the head of the family, and I said, you messed that up a long time ago. So again, I'd like to thank you for this resolution, because one, it means a lot that the community supports us, and we would have done it anyway, but gosh darn it, it feels good to be recognized for something that you do. You guys, man.
3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1.
A lot of people don't understand that when you become someone that people look up to, you are now giving away your energy. When somebody comes up to you and asks to take a picture with you, that is you giving a piece of you to them. They're not giving anything to you. You're now giving to them. And what they don't see is that after a while, your energy reserves become depleted. And there's going to be a time where I can't take a picture with you anymore because I have nothing more to give. And that is the part where understanding that you are taking something and being okay with, hey, he's probably tired of doing this all day, or they've been in a situation where they've been running on E for a long time. I'm okay, not getting that picture, but just with the hello and the hi and just giving a nice little, keep doing good work. But I feel that is something extremely important for people to understand. It's very hard to continue to give when you have not much to give, and I have to find a good and safe place to be able to recharge my energy so that I can keep giving.
So we just want to say thank you to everybody who is here. We wanted to do something special before the ceremony down in Market Square, and off season is really, really short for the guys. So when we come up here, it's been like a whirlwind of things, and we're really excited and very humbled to be honored. But we wanted to get together the people who supported us in our community.
So I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Of course, everybody has seen us through different parts of our journey, but each one is just as important as the last. As my mom is very welly told, it takes a team and a village, to help out and reach the top, and you guys are a part of our team and our village. No matter when you started, every piece is important. And there are a lot of people who try to grab on to greatness and try to add their little bit of wisdom. You guys can all now know that you are not a part of that group. You guys are part of the people who are truly here to support and help us make it to the top, whether we're doing bad or doing good. We know that we can rely on everybody here, and we thank you for that.
You said we were going somewhere?
Yeah, we gotta go inside. Go these white doors over here.
Okay.
It's like, so I got a little bit of video about it. That's like,
Please feel free to have a seat. Yeah, we have about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes before we head out. I just want us to go through a run of show and address any outstanding concerns if there are any. Noah and Josephus, thank you very much. We are so honored to be able to work with you. So I'm going to go through the run of show. And if you have any questions, feel free to stop me at any point.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wow, you want to
So,
go
yeah,
now?
at the beginning of the meeting.
I think that's fine.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
This is the new line that just came out.
And then I'm going to ask Noah and Josephus to come up, and we have some presentations here. So, whereas Olympic medalist and Alexandria native Noah Lyles is a celebrated champion on the track, a relentless advocate of programs supporting mental and physical health, and a mentor to youth around our nation. And whereas Noah Lyles is an esteemed graduate of T.C. Williams, now Alexandria City High School class of 2016, and was this year inducted into the ACPS, Alexandria City Public Schools Athletic Hall of Fame, along with his brother. And whereas since Noah Lyles' graduation, he has become a household name as one of the world's most elite athletes, winning his first world championship in 2019 in Doha, capturing bronze at the 2021 Tokyo Olympic Games, and most recently defending his world championship, he became the fastest American ever in the 200 meter, crossing the finish line in 19.31 seconds in Oregon. It's a little quicker than me, a little quicker. Just a little quicker. I think it was 19 minutes is me. So, whereas Noah Lyles' conduct on and off the track are a benchmark for all Alexandrians, as he has used his global platform to deliver a message which destigmatizes mental health issues. As such, he is a noted and dedicated volunteer to mental health programs and serves as vice president of the Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation, Incorporated, a nonprofit named after Noah and his brother Josephus, also an internationally acclaimed sprinter. And whereas, while Noah has competed at the highest levels of his sport, he has always made time for students and athletes of Alexandria City High School and the city he grew up in. And whereas, for these reasons, he is a worthy advocate for all athletes and Alexandrians, and is thus an ambassador for the city of Alexandria. Now, therefore, I, Justin M. Wilson, Mayor of the City of Alexandria, Virginia, and on behalf of the Alexandria City Council, do hereby recognize and acknowledge the Olympic and global feats, the athletic career, the advocacy and excellent example of Alexandria Olympic medalist and world champion Noah Lyles in the city of Alexandria, and I call this observance to the attention of all of our citizens. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Alexandria to be affixed this 10th day of October, 2022. So, let me present this to you. Now, I know that you guys live in Florida now, but everyone makes mistakes. And when you come back to visit, we need a way for you guys to get in, and so we have a key to the city to help you do that, and so I'm going to present that to you as well. Yeah, there you go. It's a key to the city. And I got something for you to see this here. I don't know if I can get you out here.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who came out, and everybody from the school board and the city council. This is amazing. I did take public speaking in school. Ms. Jones, let's see if those classes worked. I know she'd be here if she could, but she told me she was in Alabama doing something for teachers, so I know it's all in good education. But again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. As you may know, my mom might have a slight impact on most of my life. And she preaches about teamwork. In fact, one of the worst punishments you can get was the team talk. For those who don't know, I'll go through it briefly. The team talk was very disappointed. Not only did you let yourself down, but you let everybody else around you down. Everybody is doing their part, and by you not doing yours, you're messing up everybody else's, and we're all trying to strive for greatness. Now, the smart Alec remark to this was, I never asked to be on this team. Then you realize the perks that come with the team. Get a roof over your head, warm water, bed, free meals, some toys every once in a while. You know, sometimes
being on the team might be needed. Maybe I do want to be a part of this team. And amongst the speech, at first, you have the hard-headed remark, and then eventually you soften up and you feel, dang, I'm letting down everybody? That sucks. I don't want to be a burden. You were just doing this for a personal reason, and then you realize that your personal reason becomes a reason that messes up everybody's mood. It messes up the whole cooperation of what everybody's put together. One person's action can mess up, a strive and a determination that somebody might have been going for their whole life. So I'm very blessed to have a family that thinks in that mentality that when we come together, we work for each other. When I'm up here, I have my brother to thank for that, who's been throughout my journey this whole time. And a lot of people think that, I made this comment at the Olympics that it was my dream to go to the Olympic team. No, it was actually Josephus's dream to go to the Olympics, and it was his dream to turn pro out of high school. And I kind of just went along with the ride, but we both still have the same determination. And for that, Josephus, I always thank you. And of course, my mom, always having her to back us up. And it's one thing for your kid to come up to you and say that they want to be the best and they want to go to the Olympics. Everybody hears that. But as soon as they say we want to go pro out of high school and not go to college, hold on there, buddy. What you think you're doing? But she did her research like she always did, and she put in as much work as she could to make sure that we would be prepared and ready to handle anything that we did in the future. And again, for that, I thank you. And then we have the silent killer over here, Pops. This is technically my stepdad, but he will always be a father figure to, I think, all 7 of us. There are 7 children. We're a blended family, so there's a lot of us. And even though he doesn't like to be seen, he is the rock that holds my mom together. And again, for that, I thank you. And then you all might be wondering what you're doing here and why I might thank you. And today I thank you because, as I said before, this is a team, and even though I have my family and friends that are close, I still have a city that supports us. As I just said, me and Josephus didn't go to college. So we don't have a huge collegiate stadium to go back to. We don't have that, that big going into a football field in the NFL and then having that city to, commemorate on that. We have the city of Alexandria that gets to be our support, and they've always been there. And I believe that's why we always come back, because you guys were the people who supported us tooth and nail, championship after championship, moment after moment, the good and the bad. And I truthfully did not realize how much of an impact I had on everybody when it came to mental health until I came back from the Olympics and everybody was talking about it. And even at the World Championships this year, I had the honor to talking to the second gentleman of the United States, and we talked about mental health, and I was shocked. And because my first thought is like, me, why do you want to talk to me? I mean, I know I'm fast, but fast only gets you so far. And he said, well, you're the only male that talks about mental health openly in a international level. And I thought to myself, and I was like, what? No, there's I never thought of that before. I'd never thought of my moment of, being vulnerable, being so heroic. I thought of it just as a moment in the everyday life of Noah Lyles. As funny as that sounds, I have 2 therapists and I go to therapy quite often. So that was kind of a normal thing for me. But it's just a shock. There was always things that I think about when I was smaller. It was becoming, the world's fastest man, being popular for that, I guess. But to hear my mental journey being something that is more outspoken to me is always shocking. But at the same time, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I have the tattoo of icon tatted on my torso, and I put it there and I told my mom that I want to be known and remembered as an icon, as iconic, not for, of course, running fast, but in everything that I do and everything that I touch. And hearing that everybody is so moved by my journey with mental health and it's affected and it's getting to people, that means that I am staying true to my word and to my tattoo. That I'm leaving a legacy, not just for me, but for others. And hopefully that I'll be remembered as not Noah the runner, but as Noah Lyles, the influencer, the outspoken person, the philanthropist, the person who touched people's lives, and the person that continues to leave a generation of people better than when he came. So again, this is just one stop on my journey, but I thank you everybody for this moment. And with that, to make the speech quick, I will end it there. But again, thank you, because this does mean a lot to us, and you guys are our support. And I don't want you guys to ever forget that.